Eva Gabor was a Hungarian-American actress who captivated audiences with her charm and wit on both the small and big screen. Best known for her role as Lisa Douglas in the hit television series Green Acres, and for providing the voice of Bianca in the animated films The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under, Gabor's career spanned several decades and included numerous television guest appearances and film roles. Despite her success in Hollywood, Gabor's personal life was marked by tragedy, including failed marriages and the untimely death of her youngest sister. Eva Gabor was born in Budapest, Hungary on February 11, 1919, to Vilmos Gabor and his wife Jolie. She was the youngest of the three famous Gabor sisters and grew up in a family of entertainers. Her father was a soldier and a jeweler, and her mother was an heiress to the Hungarian jewelry fortune. Despite being born into wealth and privilege, Gabor did not enjoy the same finishing school experience as her older sisters due to an economic downturn in the family. Instead, governesses tutored her and attended the Forstner Institute in Budapest. Even at a young age, Gabor knew the importance of finding the right marriage. At age 17, she attended a party thrown by her sister where she met Eric Drimmer, a handsome Swedish doctor who worked in Hollywood. Before the night ended, Drimmer had proposed and Gabor accepted. As a new bride arriving in Hollywood in 1939, Eva Gabor quickly discovered her passion for acting. However, her initial attempts were met with disappointment due to her youthful appearance and difficulties with the English language. Gabor persevered and was given small roles in two movies by Paramount, Forced Landing, 1941, and Pacific Blackout, 1942. While these films were not successful, they served as a stepping stone for Gabor's career. Gabor continued to pursue acting roles, landing secondary parts in A Royal Scandal, 1945, and Song of Surrender, 1949, as well as in various plays. Her appearance in a Columbia Broadcasting System television play, L'Amour de Merrier, 1949, brought her to the attention of Richard Rodgers, who saw her as a perfect fit for his and Oscar Hammerstein's new production of The Happy Time, 1950. The Happy Time proved to be a turning point in Gabor's career, running for 18 months and solidifying her reputation as a talented actress. Gabor's performance was hailed as a success, and she received critical acclaim for her portrayal of the character Mignonette. In addition to her successful run in The Happy Time, Eva Gabor also hosted her television show, aptly named The Eva Gabor Show, 1950. Her popularity grew and she became a familiar face on television, even co-starring with Boris Karloff in a televised production of Anton Chekhov's Uncle Vanya. Despite their issues, the Gabor sisters were at the height of their fame in the 1950s. Though they often had a contentious relationship, both personally and professionally, they remained close. The sisters were frequently featured in magazines, with Eva and Zaza even gracing the covers of Life and Collier's. In 1953, the three sisters even performed together in a nightclub act in Las Vegas. Eva Gabor's love for acting never waned, and she continued performing both on stage and on screen. In 1956, she starred in the short-lived production of Little Glass Clock. 2 years later, she was cast in Noel Coward's Present Laughter, and in the same year, she played the lead role in Lulu, which unfortunately didn't do well. She replaced Vivien Leigh in the role of Titania in Tovaric in 1963 and took the show on a national tour. During the 1950s, she also appeared in several films, including The Last Time I Saw Paris, 1954, Artists and Models, 1955, Gigi, 1958, and Young Blood Hawk, 1964. Eva Gabor had been searching for stability in her acting career for a long time, and finally found it through the television series Green Acres. From 1965 to 1971, she starred alongside Eddie Albert as Lisa Douglas. In the show, creator Jay Sommers flipped the premise of the Beverly Hillbillies, where the novel rich Clampetts become wealthy and move to upscale Beverly Hills. In Green Acres, the Douglas family moves from New York City to rural Hooterville and begins farming. Despite some critics dismissing the show as fluff and frill, Green Acres consistently ranked in the top 10 ratings according to Nielsen. Eva Gabor, in particular, was often cited as television's most popular actress during her time on the show. Gabor was grateful for the opportunity and never complained about the long hours or hard work, finally feeling like she made it as an actress. Eva Gabor was a famous actress who remained professionally active throughout her life. She made numerous guest appearances on television, totaling over 24. She also lent her voice to the character of Bianca in the animated movies The Rescuers 1977 and The Rescuers Down Under 1990. Even in her 70s, Gabor was not done with acting yet. She reprised her role as Lisa Douglas in the television movie Return to Green Acres 1990, a show that helped make her famous. However, Gabor's personal life was just as busy as her career. Over the years, Gabor was married and divorced 5 times, demonstrating that her relationships were as tumultuous as they were frequent. Her first marriage to Eric Drimmer ended in 1942, while her second marriage to millionaire Charles Isaacs lasted until 1950. Gabor then married plastic surgeon John Williams in 1956, but the union was short-lived, lasting only 8 months. Gabor then wed Richard Brown, a Wall Street stockbroker, in 1959. The couple was married for 13 years before divorcing. In 1973, Gabor married Frank Jameson, an aerospace mogul, and they remained together for 10 years before also divorcing. Despite her successful career, Gabor's life was not without its sadness. Tragically, she passed away on July 4, 1995, due to a respiratory infection, 2 years before her mother died in 1997. Gabor was laid to rest in Westfield Memorial Park in Los Angeles. Her passing marked the end of an era for the Gabor sisters and the entertainment industry, but her legacy as a talented actress and vibrant personality lives on. Farewell and rest in peace, Eva Gabor.